So what's up, everybody? All right, this is Kwakol Markets, and this is a video explaining how to use this strategy. If you've known me well, you know that this is a strategy I love using, and I've used this for deriv, boom and crash, and this is a new broker that we're using, and it's called Kwakol Markets. Very interesting, very sweet, very lovely, and very good also. If it's not good, I'm not going to recommend this. So this is a 50,000 naira account, the naira account, and profit is around 48,000 now. So you get, I'm just going to be explaining how to use this strategy for moon, especially for moon 100. All right, so please just pay attention to how I'm going to explain this, because you're going to make money knowing this explanation. All right, so for those of you who have this strategy, I added another extra points. I don't know if you can see it. I don't even know what to use to hover over it. Alright, see this stuff I'm using to hover on the screen. As you can see, I added another point called 95. Alright, if you can see, there's a point here called 95, and I named it safe sell. It's safe to sell when it's on 95 points. Alright, so let me explain. So, but to add this 95, you just have to click this F sign at the top of your screen. When you click it, then come to stochastic oscillator, and then scroll down to the levels, press this pen side on the levels, and then tap this plus sign you're seeing and add in 95 points. Alright, so I'm not going to add any points, so I'm just going to delete it. So once you add the 95 points, you just press back and click done. Okay, so another point 95 will be added. So let me explain this strategy. I hope you all know that when you're in moon, you sell, right? Moon always have this they always have this downtrend after a long spike has occurred. Okay, so let's just take for example now I sell. Sorry, I don't know if it's going to allow me to sell, but let's go back first. Let me explain this. So just hold on, I'm coming. There's something I want to check a little. Okay. Okay, so are you seeing this section down here that I'm hovering over? All right, this blue line is called the relative strength index. Okay, so I'm not going to be calling names of all these lines because some of you might not be familiar with them, so I'll just be calling them by their colors. All right, so this thick blue line at the down part of this screen is what will be helping you to buy and sell. Okay, so once this blue line goes up, anytime you see this blue line, it always goes up in a twinkle of an eye. It goes up very fast. So once this blue line crosses this 80 points, all right, this 80 points is called the sell region. Once it crosses this sell region, it is safe to sell. All right, it is safe to sell. And although now it's showing that I'm at a loss, but if you give it like 5 minutes, it will come back into profit if there's no spike. So once it crosses this 80 points, it's safe to sell. All right, so you can see that this blue line down here is the same as this one here, this long one up here, and as it began to go down, it began to go down. So this sell I just made now, as far as this red line keeps going down, I will keep making profits, except I don't close the trade and a very long spike comes up. Let me look for a long spike, and then a long spike comes up and then makes me to go out of profit. Okay, so let's go back. So now whenever this line goes up and it crosses this 80 points, it is safe to sell, it is good to sell. All right, so but when it touches this 95 points, this point you're seeing 95, it is very safe to sell without shaking your heart. This is not derivative, this is not boom or crash that you will be scared. I'm telling you, Kwakol markets is cool. All right, you are safe to sell without any spike coming up. So let's backtrace this strategy and see if it's profitable. So now this blue line comes up and even crosses the 95 points, which is very safe to sell. If you see that it crosses the 95, is 100% safe to sell. You will sell and you will make profit. Let's come back into profits. All right, so let's still scroll and look for another longer spike. Now this is another spike also. It touched the 95 level. You can see this was the 95 level and it came down and it made profits. This all these candlesticks, now these red lines that are forming here, all these red lines you see, all these red dots, they are called candlestick. Whenever each one forms, you make profit. Whenever each one forms, you make profits when you're selling. All right, so it came all the way down, and this was thousands of naira being made at this point. All right, so let's still backtrace again and see. You can see now it touched the 95 points and made a huge sell. All right, so if you follow this strategy religiously, I am telling you that you're going to make profits. So this was another line also, came down from this buy region, crosses above the 95, if you can look well, crosses above the 95 and made a huge sell. All right, so this is basically the explanation to this strategy. Number one, make sure that this blue line starts from this sell region, touches the 95 before you can sell. All right, before you can sell. This works perfectly for Moon 100. I don't have time, but this sell that you're seeing here, I'm going to pause this video and come back again. This is 2:16. Maybe I'll come back in maybe some minutes time to come. It's at the point it is when I sold, it's not a good point to sell, right? It's not a good point, but I will still come back. I should have sold when it was around this 95 region. That was when I should have made all this money. So but I am selling now, which is dangerous, but just for the sake of this tutorial, I'll come back to show you how much profit has been made if there's no spike that comes up. All right, so guys, this is how this strategy works for Moon. All right, subsequent videos I will send so that you can understand how the other ones work. I will do for other quotes so that you can see how they work properly. So but this is just for Moon 100.
A few moments later.
So this is 2:27. I can't. The last time I told you I'll open it in some minutes for you guys to check if it's still in profit. So just few minutes and we're just 2,000 naira in profits. You know, it was showing minus 74 naira then, but just in some minutes this is just 2,000 naira. For those of you who will be trading and be getting 3,000 naira per day, you might as well just close this trade and then take in your 2,500 naira and go home. And boom, 2,000 naira is in your account. All right, so this is it basically. All right, do have a wonderful day.